Hello and welcome to the 1000 subscriber Q&A for the Wolfatron 3000 YouTube channel. Getting some stuff out of the way first, I do apologize for the lateness of this video. I've had a lot of stuff going on personally. And I'm just going to keep the thanks short and sweet and just say thank you for all your continued support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm really bad at these intros, so let's get started.
Our first questions come from Where's My Thermos over on Reddit, which there's a lot, so I'm just going to kind of go through each question individually.
As far as the unique flair and perspective goes, mostly it's just going to be my personal opinion. I'm willing to do skits, I'm willing to do just straight reviews, basically just whatever I feel like making. I'm hoping and willing to take the channel as far as the viewers will allow it to go. I don't want to overstay my welcome, but I also don't want to just not do anything because the videos might be underperforming. Now, in terms of unicorn figures, I've actually been very fortunate on the Transformers side and don't really have one at the moment. However, I also collect Lightning Collection figures for this 6th Ranger specifically. And good God, I need a white Dino Thunder Ranger. I have not been able to find one under $100 and I refuse to pay that much for it. For me personally, the Transformers media that had the most potential but squandered it is going to be the live action movies. A lot of these movies had great ideas, but because of the people making them or because of financial reasons or whatever, they just never follow through on anything. Would have loved to have seen how Devastator would have been used in Dark of the Moon, but no, they killed him off in the first movie he was in after he'd only been there for like 10 minutes. I want to see the conversation that Sentinel had with Megatron where they made the deal to build Cybertron on Earth. I want to see how Bumblebee lost his voice chip. I want to see how Ironhide got injured in battle. I want to see all these things because the designs lead to interesting stories, but they never tell any of them. Over on the YouTube side, Fishy77877 asks, how long have I been collecting Transformers, and what is my favorite Transformers series / movie? As of the day I'm recording this, I have been collecting Transformers for about 4 years almost. As far as my favorite Transformers series / movie goes, it's Transformers Prime. That's probably what I consider to be the quintessential Transformers show. Also, yes, I am willing to acknowledge that Season 3 is a big downgrade from the first 2 seasons because it basically just became Monster of the Week. Still over on YouTube, Isaac Bear asks, what is your favorite Transformers character and figure, and what's my opinion on the new Megatronus Prime? My favorite Transformers character is actually Autobot Megatron. I think it's a very compelling story, and it asks a lot of moral questions. My favorite figure right now would have to be either Commander Armada Prime or Leader Class Optimus Primal. As far as my opinion on the new Megatronus, if you're talking about the one we see in Transformers 1, then I don't really have one. I mean, the design is cool, but we really don't know anything about his character. If you're talking about Megatronus Prime, the figure that we're getting in Age of the Primes, I think it looks really nice. I think it works well both in robot mode and vehicle mode. I do, however, have some concerns regarding the soft plastic degrading the ABS plastic. It's done it in the past, but I think they might have fixed it. Hasbro also stated that they fixed the gold plastic issue and then released a figure that had gold plastic syndrome. Sebastian Cinco asks, who is my favorite combiner for both the Autobots and Decepticons? What is the figure in my collection that I like but is not enjoyed by other people? And which Transformers character do I want to see get updated in the future? Honestly, when it comes to combiners, I'm not a huge fan of any of their characters. None of them really have a set in stone one that really resonates with me. But as far as designs go, Defensor is my favorite Autobot combiner, and Abominus is my favorite Decepticon combiner. In regards to the second question, I don't have many figures that I like that are not enjoyed by other people. I do think there are figures I have that are overhated by other people, but none that I specifically like. But I can go on and on about the figures that I dislike that are liked by other people, looking at you, Legacy Blitzwing. And actually, I'm pretty on par with the community in terms of characters I want to see get updated. I want to see Armada sideways, I want to see Cybertron sideways. I would really like for them to redo Barricade in the Studio Series line because good God, that original figure sucks. I would also really like for Scar and Scorn to get their own leader class releases in the style of the 86 Dinobots, just so we can have a cohesive team. And most of all, maybe not necessarily an update, but I would like to see Spinister get a re-release. Gleaming Cult asks, if I had the chance to run the next Transformers show, what would it be about and what characters would it include? If I had the chance to do it, I would make a show that tells the story of other prominent characters when Megatron decided to rise up as the leader of the Decepticons. Like, where was Elita 1 during the events of Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast? Like, where did she get on an escape pod? Did she stay on Cybertron? Things along those lines. And our final question from Boomer816 asks, what is my favorite Bayverse design and what is my least favorite Bayverse design? It's actually kind of hard for me to pick a favorite Bayverse design, especially after the Bumblebee movie and Rise of the Beast came out, just because those movies really showed that the G1 designs could work in the live-action style, whereas the Bayverse movies kind of felt like exoskeletons that just so happened to have car pieces on them. If I did have to narrow it down to one, it would probably be the Last Night Megatron, just because the design itself is really cool and it actually works as a figure. Now, talking about my least favorite Bayverse designs is actually a lot easier. I don't like '07 movie Megatron's design, I don't like Demolishor, I don't like Rampage, I don't like DevCon. I don't like majority of the Age of Extinction designs for the Decepticons or the Autobots. I think Age of Extinction Bumblebee is one of, if not the worst design for a Transformers figure ever. And to be honest, I could keep going. So there you have it, guys. Our 1,000 subscriber Q&A has officially come to an end. I know it's been late. I do apologize. I have had a lot of stuff going on personally, but I will try to be better about getting videos done more timely. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the answers I've given. Make sure to like the video, share it. Let's keep this train going, and I will see you guys next time.